Again, I once again thank the State Bank of India for signing an MOU with this Business Association of Nagas and creating such an opportunity for the young entrepreneurs. I hope that this would promote, credit culture, credit discipline, and also this would also create, environment where young people will make a different approach to address their unemployment issues. We all know that since the inception of the statehood, we have been depending everything on government. We know that it's a politically created state, and it's a small state with a small population, and then getting deficit grants, grant in aid, and many flexible schemes in the last few decades. So it was it was very possible for any one of us to make money in any manner. And I also admit that, we grow up with that mentality. We never had an issue about our survival. And that's where things also completely went wrong with our approach to politics also. And that is the reason why we struggle so much today. The reason why we can't go along with the rest of the country. These are few reasons, factors that held us back. But I'm very grateful to the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for introducing a new system in the country, which has a lot of positive impact. Today we may suffer, but I can say we have a lot of positive impact in our state. Now the funding patterns have been completely changed. The way the money comes, now it is not in the same way as it used to be. So I can see some changes in the secretariat in Kohima also. Those days, many young people from all the districts used to flock in and move around with a file in the power corridor in the secretariat to meet with their ministers, their elected members, their known directors or secretaries, just to get a recommendation, because recommendation culture was very strong. If it is recommended, then it is very easy to make money also that way. But it has been drastically cut down now because we have a different system in place. So now we have a system in place. That system itself is also taking care of corruption and discouraging the wrong culture which we built up. I'm also grateful to the pressure group, various pressure group built up by the unemployed youths or AGOUT, so many groups that mounted pressure on the government, and grateful to the Honorable Chief Minister and his cabinet colleagues for the great decision to establish this NSSP. With this, the message is very clear now that what we used to have popularly, ad hoc appointment, ad hoc engagement, third grade, everything becomes impossible now. So, in other times, whenever we used to organize trade fair or any seminar as such, people used to attend with a different mindset. Young people used to come forward and attend such program whereas they know in their hearts that they have already submitted their documents to their elected members or to their family members for the appointment. So whenever people respond to this kind of a program, they participated half-heartedly because their ultimate desire was to get a government job. But now it's very clear, unless you are confident to get through the exams, it is not possible at all to get white-collar job. So with this, we have to start a different generation. I'm happy that the Business Association of Nagas and members, the officials have been putting on lots of effort, meeting around, visiting all the districts and creating each district chapter of the Business Association of Nagaland. And this will surely create a business ecosystem in the state. And I hope young people will take seriously of any initiatives taken by various departments, and especially whenever such kind of an expo, fair trade is conducted or it is held, people should come forward and take advantage of this kind of a program. I'm very sure to see lots of young people to come forward and to take up businesses on their own, because deep down and innate, we are very hard-working race of people. It's just because of the spoiled culture and the wrong influence that we had. We wasted so much of our talents in the last few decades. But from now on, we have to look forward and take advantage of the various programs, policies that's been framed for the young people. I hope you remember recently where the finance minister, the Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharam and the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland jointly launched the Chief Minister's Microfinance Initiative, that is to increase the income of the farmers, to invest in the agri and allied sectors, that's the potentiality, enormous potentiality that we have, and to encourage local enterprises. And the Minister of MSME also introducing lots of schemes where there is a lot of prospects, where we can take advantage of such opportunities and create an alternative economy in the state. A very popular scheme of the MSME, BMHB, that was specifically designed for the manufacturing and other enterprises. But again, after complaints were made from various states, from these hill stations, some changes been made recently, and the new features added up to this existing PMHEB loan. So now there is a provision for the agri and allied sectors. Otherwise, it was purely for the manufacturing kind of a scheme. So with this, now, and lots more targets been given to the state also, which was announced by the Honorable Union Finance Minister. So I'm happy that the State Bank of India decided to primarily with 1,000 entrepreneurs to set up 1,000 units. But I also want to remind and make a small suggestion to the State Bank of India. There is a kind of a impression that SBI is very strict. Staffs are also very strict. It has to be. But since our young people are not so used to, applying and then building up good friendship with the banks. This is just the first generation of entrepreneurship we're trying to promote. So I advise not to break the rules, but as much as possible, bend the rules and make it convenient for the beneficiaries so that we can exhaust the target and go for more in the days to come. With these short words, I end my speech. Thank you so much.